Hi everyone, it's Tanya with New American Funding, and I'm really excited today to introduce Nickie. Nickie is our operations manager, and we have a really cool story to share with you on how she started with New American Funding. Today we're celebrating her 9-year anniversary working with me, and I'm just really excited to share her story with you. So I met her husband at Applebee's. He was our server that day, and I had been devastated because the girl that was previously working with me had resigned. And I thought, you know, it's kind of like the end of the world. And God always has something better for you. And that is truly what happened when she came into my life. So when we brought her on board, she was hired as a receptionist. The funny part is that I was talking to her husband, that was our server. He asked what I did, and I said mortgages. And I asked, do you know anybody that's looking for a job? Because at that point I knew that I didn't want to look for somebody that had experience. I was wanting to look for somebody that hard work, integrity was important, and just fundamentally somebody that was going to fit into the team. And so he mentioned his wife, and 9 years later we're celebrating her anniversary. So I'd like to have Nickie share her side of what happened, because I think it's really cool.
So my husband and I had previously had a conversation because I hated talking on the phone. So he was worried that if anything ever happened to him, that I would never be able to call anybody to save my life. So he has this conversation with Tanya. And so he goes, I'm just gonna give this card to you. You're never gonna call her, but she has a job. And left it at that, walked away. And I was adamant to prove him wrong. So that day I spent the whole day, you know, building up the courage to call her and do something that I have never done before. And I called her and I said, you gave your card to my husband and I am looking for a job. So then I called her and we had probably a 5-minute interview, and I walked away thinking, I think she likes me, I'm not really sure, I hope she likes me, I guess we'll find out. And then she called me a few days later and offered me the job of a receptionist. And so then I think as a receptionist I was worried that I could not just be a receptionist. I don't have that in my personality, DNA, to just sit there and wait for people to come in and give me documents to copy. So I took it upon myself to kind of keep myself busy. I would, make coffee, make sure the copiers were filled up, go ahead and start organizing things, read the things that they had all over the building in the front, the disclosures, and little by little I was able to start learning what this industry was about. And I think that has taken off a trajectory for my career, and I'm happy to be where I'm at right now.
I think it's really important that she took the leap of faith. She didn't want to call me, and she did. But most importantly, it opened the door for her to work for an industry that has such huge potential for advancement, and her career has taken off. So she started as a receptionist, and then from there she became a processor, and then she kept on learning, and her drive was there, and she just wasn't ever complacent and always willing to work in so many different areas. It was never below her or above her. She's, yes, how can I help? What can I do? And that's why she's really our glue to the whole operation process, from processing and managing and making sure that our buyers get into their home on time. And that's what's important in the mortgage industry, because you can have the best loan officers, but if you don't have somebody supporting you, it doesn't matter. And with her ability to figure out where the pieces go, man, it's fire. And so for that reason, today I celebrate her and everything that she's done for the region, for New American Funding, for my family. She truly is family, and congratulations for your 9-year anniversary.
Thank you. Although I have to say, I don't think I would be anywhere without you. and making sure that you were like the role model to keep going and to keep moving forward and to never be complacent, and you're not complacent and you're always striving for the best. And I think that that is like, you know, the leadership from above. So I think all of that is like from the top down. You have to be able to be not complacent in order to show everybody else that you can do it and we can grow.
There's the way.